Hi guys, welcome to today's video blog. I have not done a YouTube video for blooming ages, and I think that each time I do a video I'm noticing a pattern that I begin through saying that. Obviously I'm not meant to be doing this all the time, and I get that, because actually if I was doing it all the time it would get boring, wouldn't it? For me doing it and for you guys watching it. Much like when you have readings, you can't have a reading every day. It's good to have a reading here or there, because that's when we need that reading. So hopefully the purpose in me pulling out a card today is that it will reach somebody that is in need of it at the right time. Whether you watch that today or whether you watch that a month, a year down the line, hopefully this will be for you. So a couple of updates. If you haven't connected with me before, my name is Tatiana Faye. I am part of a psychic medium duo, husband and wife duo, called the Gypsy and the Witch, which is Paul and myself. We offer a wide range of services, including obviously readings, divination, not just via the cards, but also via crystal ball, charms, fire, mirror, all sorts of different types of readings. We also offer crystal healing, shamanic healing, sound healing. We offer workshops, events, retreats up and down the country, hopefully spreading out a little bit further next year into across Europe as well. So I thought I'd just throw that out there. Wherever you live in the UK or Europe, if you are looking to hold a retreat or event or workshop, please do let us know, because who knows, we might be in your area and we're happy to connect and provide our services where we can. If you'd like to check out our services, please do have a look on www.thegypsyandthewitch.com. You can also find us on Facebook under Tatiana Faye as the profile, The Gypsy and the Witch in brackets, Titania's Healing Room as a group, and also Titania's Healing Room as a page. We also offer subscription packages, which includes many saving packages, monthly meditations, card of the month, private spiritual development circle online. So it doesn't matter where you are, you can connect with us. It doesn't matter who you are, you're welcome. There's no judgment. It's friendly. We've got people that sit in Cornwall, Somerset. We had a lady from Scotland the other week, and we've had a lady in the USA. Also, again, across the Midlands area, all joining us in that sacred space. And it's just a real pleasure to provide our services and know that they are getting out to many folk. Waffle. So the last time that I provided a YouTube video, I believe it was Imbolc time period. I think it was a couple of months ago. A lot's happened since then. Paul has not been very well. Unfortunately, he is awaiting some surgeries, and also one of our daughters has just had major surgery as well. So there's been a lot going on our end. Not that I'm trying to make excuses, but I'm just sharing with you where we're at. So yeah, life can be pretty challenging and pretty tough at times. Things can certainly be better, but things can always be worse. And I try and work with that in my mind, because I think it's important to not dwell on things when they're really, really negative. Obviously, accepting, acknowledging when things are challenging for you, but also trying to raise that vibration, raise that frequency, and just consider, actually, we're still grateful to be here. We're still grateful to be providing what we do and have the connections and one another, love one another, and so on. And I think it's important to just, again, acknowledge what isn't going right and reflect on that, but also don't dwell on that. It's good to reflect on what you need to change, what you'd like to change, where you want to be, what you want to do, where you want to go, because all these things are still important. We create our reality as much as we can, but we also understand that there are some things that we can't control in life. Some things we can control, some things we can't control. And that is the beauty of balance. And we have definitely had Ostara, so we've gone through our wheel of the year. We've gone through Ostara, which is all about bringing them new beginnings, that fertility, you know, leaving behind the winter and working our way through springtime, which is all about them new beginnings and fresh starts and manifestation. Actually, there's a lot of manifestation in spring. I relate to the element of air, which is, you know, things are up in the air still. We want them to cooperate and become the practicalities, but we're going to just manifest them, visualize them, work with them, and see where we get with them. So blowing them up into the creation of practicalities. I feel like I'm waffling a little bit, but it's been a while, so maybe some of you will enjoy my waffles and reflections. We've also gone over through to Beltane. Some people pronounce as Beltane, some people pronounce as Beltane. Either or, beautiful fire festival that we have just recently stepped through as well. It's a fantastic Sabbath. A lot of people consider it as May Day. So we have the Morris dancers, we have the maypoles, which is actually a phallic symbol for those of you that don't know. But again, this is the fertility. So if you consider Ostara as being the fertility in terms of the ideas, we then have Beltane, which is working towards that progression and practicalities, the fire. So if you think about the air with the spring concept of Ostara, we then have the fire coming into play to make it work and motivate, and it brings strength and ambition and willpower into our journeys. So I really like Beltane. Again, my name's Tatiana Faye, so I do like working with the Fae, and obviously the Fae come into play at Beltane. Hey, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Or maybe I did. What else has been going on my end? So Paul and I have been providing our services at festivals. We've been at the Festival of Pagans and Witches in Coventry. We've been at Leicester Witch Festival. We've been up and down the country a lot, again, providing our services. We've held a retreat in Glastonbury, and we are just trying to have a bit of downtime actually over summer. Again, just with surgeries going on, healing, recuperating. But we do have some great things to look forward to over the autumn months. So we do have an early Letha, which is midsummer, summer solstice event going on in Northamptonshire in June. We will definitely be having something going on August the 12th that I haven't yet put out there because I'm just sitting in that space deciding what I want to do with it, but it will be within Northamptonshire in the UK. And then September we've got some events, September, October, again Glastonbury, Cornwall, Northamptonshire, London. So if you're interested in any of those, take a look on the website, get in touch, let me know. So yeah, I've been writing my book. I like to write, I like to create. We've been doing some crafting as well. That's something nice that we've been doing. We've been doing some beautiful sea witchery jewellery, working with the element of water, which is all about the heart, emotion, intuition, memory, connection. Again, when you consider with the waves of the ocean, it's very calming. We know with the waves, sometimes they're like, rah, you know, really come quite strongly at you. And then other times they're nice and smooth and calm, steady. And that's very much like our emotions and actually how we go through our everyday life journey, because sometimes things are challenging and sometimes things are calm, and that creates that stability and again that balance in life. So sometimes people like to watch the videos because they maybe don't even want to hear the card, they just want to hear this waffle because it's quite reflective. It is a place of reflection with me waffling as well, because I am obviously sharing different thoughts, feelings, connections with you guys that are watching. But again, I don't like to waffle on too much. I think it's going to be a long video. We're already coming up to 10 minutes and you're going to want a card, those of you that would like a card. So without further ado, let's pull out a card today. go with that one. Put that aside. That's a Knight of Wands, by the way. I feel like we should choose a card. Three of Swords. This looks scary, doesn't it? It's not scary. Let's have a little look. Okay, Three of Swords. Let's work with that one. I've got Knight of Wands too. I'm going to debate whether or not to work with that one, or whether that was just a little bit of a message for me. Three of Swords. This looks like heartache. It's really not. Swords talk about challenges. They talk about battles. They talk about time periods in life where we've got to pick up that sword and choose whether we want to fight or whether we want to retreat. And sometimes we can do a little bit of both. I feel that this card, for those of you that are watching, again, you know, you take from this what resonates. It might be that you resonate with one part of it. It might be that you don't resonate with the other. Again, it might be that every aspect that I'm talking about you connect with. But please do just take whatever message feels right for you. With this card, I feel like there is a question right now that you should be reflecting on. Should you fight for what is right? I'm not going to sing fight for the right to party, although I could right now. Up there. And you might be singing it right now as well. But you need to decide right now. Let's go back, we digress. You need to decide whether it's worth fighting for. Whatever this scenario that you might be in right now is, you need to consider, do I give up? Do I just put down my swords and say, what will be, will be? Or do I pick up that sword and fight for what I feel is right? Either way, the outcome is going to differ. If you take a step back, it might be that this situation happens before your eyes, and again, you have no control over that to a certain aspect, but then you also have to consider that the outcome will be not having your input. And maybe that's the correct thing, maybe that's the incorrect thing. But again, it's something to contemplate. Will you be happy knowing that you didn't fight for that matter? Does it give you more peace not to fight for that matter? If you're going to pick up that sword and you're going to fight, is it for the right purpose? Question the purpose. Question the meaning. There's a big difference between ego and pride. Are you fighting for what you feel is right? Just stop that. Are you fighting for, sorry, somebody's calling me, what you feel is right, or are you fighting for what you want? Does that make sense? Articulating between the two concepts, but understanding what the purpose is. And then considering what will bring more peace and what will bring a better outcome, not just for you, but for the greater good. Because we always have to consider the consequences in our actions and our choices. And that doesn't always involve what is just the consequence and the outcome for us. We have to consider that ripple effect and how it impacts everybody in every way. So number 3, we spoke about swords. Let's break down all of these meanings and concepts and intuitive readings here that are coming through for this card. And is there going to be time for the Knight of Wands as well? Let's see. So we spoke about swords intuitively. Let's talk about the number 3. 3 is a crowd. When you get 3, someone always feels left out. Are you currently in a situation where you are having to battle to create that unity? Is somebody overstepping their boundary? Is somebody overstepping what is right? Do you need to maybe verbalize and say, hey, do you know what? Me and this other person need to spend a bit of time together? Or are you going to allow the three of you to continue with this open flow and see how it goes on? A little while ago, I connected with a lady online, Kelly, and she, which is fine to say because she wasn't coming to me, I was connecting with this lady myself, and she said to me a really beautiful meaning for this card. And I actually was just about to say, when I said about speaking out and speaking your truths, I remember that she said to me about a meaning for this card, and it really, really resonated and felt really lovely what she was saying. If you consider the heart chakra here, the three swords are up in this throat chakra. 1, 2, 3. It's about lifting out these swords, right? 1, 2, 3. Lifting out these swords out of the heart, up out of the throat chakra, and speaking your truth. And then maybe that burning sensation, that heartache, maybe that will just naturally return to a place of peace and clarity. So it might be that you need to speak out and speak about something that's bothering you. Do feel that. Do definitely feel that with many people that are going to be watching. This is a card of truth. This is a card of justice. This is a card of communication. And this is a card of open conversation and closure. It needs to come out. Are you the person that's overstepping the boundary? Consider that. Something that you will learn in life, what we all learn in life, is that everybody's perception is different. Everybody's opinion is different. And it might be that actually you need to step away from something yourself to give yourself peace. It might be that you have got yourself involved with people, a group of people, a couple, 2 friends, for example, a relationship that is causing you more stress than good. And maybe they're not influencing you in the right way. Maybe they are taking over who you are, your opinions and things, and you need to just step back. Maybe you're not finding that balance. Maybe there's a couple and you're going out with this couple and you're feeling left out. Maybe there's 2 really good friends and you're friends with one of them and you're not getting on with that other person, and you can't necessarily say, look, you're not allowed to come anymore. I just want to spend some time with this friend. Maybe you're the one that's becoming intrusive. Again, questioning this can hurt our pride. This can hurt our ego. But are you getting peace from that? Or is that giving you stress? Always follow what feels right to you. And always consider the greater good in what we do. So I feel this card is talking about challenges. I feel like this card is also talking about the next steps. So when we're working our way up in numerology from a 1, which is a solitary number, to a 2 of unity and balance, our number 3 can bring us a little bit of a challenge before we reach number 4, which is our foundation and stability. So number 3 is a cause for reflection. Number 3 is a pause. Number 3 is going to pick up that sword and choose, do I fight for it, or do I take a step back and allow things to naturally take place? I hope that you can resonate with that today. I hope you can resonate with some of those things, some of those matters. I also feel that this beautiful glowing down here, this is talking about our solar plexus again. If you consider the chakra points as the throat, the heart, down here our solar plexus, our navel areas, we're talking about sovereignty. We're talking about stepping into our true selves. We're talking about our confidence, our self-esteem. Don't be afraid to just be yourself. People don't like you for who you are, not worth your time. People don't resonate with you, they don't connect with you. Why waste your time? Never be afraid to be who you are, because the right people will love you for it. And the wrong people, or the people that don't resonate with you, just imagine them dropping off, just coming out of your space. Sometimes people connect with the right people at some point in life and then they no longer resonate. And that's fine. Just wish them peace. Let them go with peace. So I feel that this is very much, you know, we've got this glowing aspect here as well. It's talking about concentrating on that. Concentrating on being yourself and being happy in your own skin, in your own soul. And again, allowing that to shine up. Go about things through your heart space. You can't go wrong as long as you don't allow emotions to take over, which will naturally allow you to release these swords, verbalize, speak your truths, understand your own truths, and find more peace moving ahead. Okay, I'm not going to go to the Knight of Wands because I do feel that this is quite a long video today. I will give you a brief message from the Knight of Wands because I don't want to dismiss it considering it came out. I just felt that it was more, you know, not necessarily the card that I was pulling for people to be connecting with. Knight of Wands, swooping in quickly, swiftly. He's wearing his suit of armour. What's under that armour? If something has just come to you quite quickly, look a little bit deeper. Don't rush into things. And sometimes things need to be up in the air for a little while before they can be grounded. Find stability in that with acknowledgement and acceptance that things will work out how they need to. But don't try and be the knight in shining armour. Don't try and fight through everything. Accepting that time sometimes needs to take place in order for things to get better. But also don't fight battles alone. If you've got others around you, take off the armour. Show them your true selves. Quick little message there. It might be that you did not resonate whatsoever with the Three of Swords, but then you went, I was waiting for that Knight of Wands. Why didn't you tell me that before in more depth? Comment below. I really like it when you comment below because to me, I feel that people have actually watched my video. And if you're still here now, 22 minutes on, I'm grateful. And yeah, I just hope that you resonate with what I've said today, whether it's my waffling at the beginning, whether it's my card read for you, or, you know, again, whether it's that simplistic message from the Knight of Wands. Whatever it is that you've took from the video today, I'm grateful that I've managed to reach my aim and goal to get a message and support and guidance and insight out there to whoever needs it. I'm also grateful to just connect and have a little bit of reflective space as well for the fact that it's been a couple of months again since I've done a video. Who knows, it may be another couple of months again until I do another video. But in the meantime, please do catch up with us on our other social networks. Do connect with us. Do, you know, get in touch, use our services. And we're just grateful for an audience and to have you there. So thank you so much for your time. Wishing you all much love and blessings, gratitude. Take care. Bye.